So we're going to start standing on the mat, and I'm going to bring my right arm up and just place it over the other side of my head, and then we'll switch to the other side. Again, then we'll wrap both arms behind our head to go forward. And finally, we'll just hang our head back. We shake it a little bit side to side. And now we'll take one roll, and then to the other side. Then we'll roll our shoulders back. To be a little bit more than hip width apart. And we'll plie or bend the knees to reach up and breathe. And then come back down to reach up and breathe. Bring oxygen to your hamstrings while you stretch them. And and we'll move it a little bit to the side so that it makes a line with my leg, and then I'll come to the side. And move it to the other side. And you can back to the center. So I'm going to come down on my elbows here to give myself a little bit of an extra stretch, but I only recommend doing that, really allowing this shoulder to relax here so that I can get a full stretch. My left arm is the only one working. And then swing it out. For the other side. My straight arm is relaxed. Really letting the other one stretch it out. Awesome job, guys. So that's all I...
On your toes, keeping that engagement in the core. Inhale, raise the arms up and heels up without losing that. And then exhale, bring the arms down and the heels down. So you can do that a few more times.
And hold on to your ankle and place the heel as close to the groin as possible. Keep the proper alignment in the tree pose. Press back with the left thigh. Out with the right foot to 90 degrees, taking at least 4 to 5 distance apart and your left foot slightly inside. Keep the pelvis neutral. As you exhale, lean into the right hip joint, making your thigh parallel to the floor. Take your right hand outside of your right foot. Roll your shoulder blade down the back, extending your arm over your head. Look at your left arm and hold this pose for at least 5 to 6 slow and deep breaths.
Let's start from Uttanasana, raising your hands all the way up, stretching up, interlock your fingers, stretch up and come down from your hips. Reaching all the way down, catching hold of the back of your legs to pull yourself towards your knee.
Feel very strongly with your hands on the mat. Now tuck your toes. Make sure you engage your navel and slowly lift yourself up. When you lift yourself up, your focus is to lift your hips back and up. So lengthening your spine. Keeping that position of your spine completely straight, you're going to press your heels into the floor.
Now walk your feet up and back down to downward dog. Up, finished.
Now gently place your hands down in between your shoulders and your pelvic bone. Open your legs slightly out. Inhale and then come up. Now lift your navel above the ground level. Push your pelvic bone down. Protrude your pelvic bone down and then elbow straight. Push the shoulders back, drop your hips back and hard.
Sit up nice and straight. And as you inhale, stretch your hands up, lengthen your spine, make yourself taller, almost trying to create a space in your spinal cord. And as you exhale, keep your chin up and bend forward. Extend your spine. Hold on. If you can't hold your feet, just hold your legs wherever you can reach. And take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop your forehead down.
Lie down on your back. Place your hands near your head. Slowly start to come up and get the crown of your head to touch the mat. Start to rise up and feel the stretch. As you practice with time, try and get your head more out. As you practice more, you can come up from your feet to your toes.
Sukhasana is nothing but this cross-leg, comfortable cross-leg position that I'm sitting in right now. You just put one leg in and comfortably place the other leg over it. This is a good alternative to the more difficult Padmasana, or for people who have knee problems and can't sit in Vajrasana, they can sit in this comfortable seated position. This helps open out the hips and also lengthens the spine.
Is a little bit deeper. You always want to make sure you're pulling from the right place. And the common thing to do is pull the top of your head down to try and pull yourself closer to the ground, but you actually want to pull your chest closer, and that's going to keep your back lifted and your shoulder blades pinched together like the flat back I was talking about earlier, so you're able to reach out and really go to the fullest extent of your stretch. And then go over. So you want to grab onto your leg and pull your chest closer as you stretch. And you want to make sure you're keeping that back flat. You will be able to reach farther if you arch, but you're losing all of that nice stretch in the back of your leg. And we're going to fold over. And in this stretch, it's okay if you let your head go and you arch your back. It's one of the few. Stretch out and keep that back as flat as we can. Pushing that chest out, really stretching out those hips. And come back up. So the next thing is that you can do this. The easiest way, using only your body, is to actually come up onto one knee and extend the other one in front of you so that you can start to lean forward. That'll make it a lot easier. You just have to make sure that you do it on both sides. You can also be in a pike with either a low, so if you flex, you'll get a deeper stretch coming all the way up to the tops of the hamstrings. And then we'll come out a bit. Awesome job, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna scooch forward a little bit so I can lay down on my back here. And we're gonna lift one leg up, and you can grab it as low as you need to. The other thing that you could do here is grab a belt or a scarf or an actual exercise band, wrap around your heel and then pull your leg closer. But holding lower down on your leg is just fine too. And as you're practicing this stretch, you want to make sure that you're always reaching and trying to walk your hands up and get them all the way up here. This really is the goal of this stretch, but for now, it's fine to grab it down here. And then I'm gonna bend my knee in, pull it to my chest, and bring it over my body to come to a twist. Really feeling it all through the spine. And come back. And we'll straighten again. Always pulling it closer to you, releasing your spine, letting it fully twist. And we'll come back to center. And do it all one more time. So stretch the leg out straight. Grab as high as you can and then pull. Really breathing. And bring it back in. Pull tight to your chest. And then we'll pull it back over to look the other way. I'm ready.
We're going to start by clasping our hands and swaying side to side. Now keep your legs straight and try to slide your hands down the back of your legs as far as you can. Come on up and slide back down. For this next one, we're going to raise our heels off the ground and reach to the sky as if someone is picking you up off the ground. I was able to get a better stretch when I clasped my hands together when reaching to the sky. Now try to touch your hands to the ground. Come on up, clasp your hands and lean forward again. Finished. Let's begin stretching our right arm/shoulder. Switch sides. Sit and straddle, and if you can't grab your feet, disregard this message. Flex your foot and grab it. Then begin to point your foot while still grabbing it. This will serve as an extra stretch for the side of your torso. Switch sides. Next, you're going to try to touch your toes or even hug your leg. Now we're going to hold this bridge and make sure your knees are directly above your ankles. It can be pretty easy for your knees to slip past your ankles, so just watch out for that. Come on up and let's do a right lunge. Remember to be pushing past your limits. If you don't feel a stretch, then you won't progress. Switch sides. Done. Now head over to a wall and I want you to grab as far up the wall as you can and then just kind of hang there. Even bend your legs a tad so you can really feel that pulling on your torso.
To push ourselves forward with the back leg, pull forward with your arm if possible. This lower leg parallel with the ground. Keep your spine good and tall. And we're going to bend forward from your hips as far as you comfortably can. Hold this stretch for about 30 to 45 seconds. Bit more to even engage the top of your hamstrings. You'll lean forward, keep that pelvic tilt, keep that hip, that tailbone scooped, and you'll hold this stretch for 30 to 45 seconds, and then you'll come back. And then switch legs. Bend over to our right, focus on pushing your hips out to your left. You should feel this stretch go all the way down back so that your weight is into the center of this left leg. You're going to extend and reach with this right leg forward towards your toe. Keep that right leg as straight as possible. Reaching forward, right leg is locked.
So everyone has a different range of motion. Do not overdo it. You don't want to hurt yourself, but just pull up. So, and then you're going to just bend your knees just a little bit. This helps side. So if you want to go over, and you can use your hand to support you by resting it on your leg, or you can drop it all the way down to the floor and get even more stretch in. Okay guys, bring it up and over to the next side, and keep your core strong. There we go. Touch your knee. You'll feel this stretching all right here in the front of your leg. And of the full body workout series, remember to mix and match these workouts to make the workout that's best for you, or check the 30-day calendar for a plan for you to follow along with. Please favorite this video, use it regularly, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the full body workout series. If you would like to keep up with what I'm doing on Facebook, you may follow me. That link is also in the description. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.
Exercise stretches your torso, back, and neck. What's more, it makes your spine align wall standing a bit more than an arm's length away. Step forward with your right leg. Tense, lift your arms over your head and arch your body back. Largest blood vessels are filled with blood due to muscle contraction, and when the heels are dropped back, it is a heart-pumping activity. What is more, this is a high-speed activity, and when you skip, all the muscles and ligaments of your body stretch and